past. Blame the world for all the good things that don't last. One step forward, two steps back. Never thinking that I could be walking the wrong track. But I made a change. I took all my broken thoughts and rearranged. Now my way is clear. Ain't gonna stop it, straight to the top. My brand new life is here. I am the maker, creator, breaker, the mover, shaker of the ground. Changing my story to golden glory. Ain't gonna keep on holding myself down. Now it's my time to share with you the power of the secrets lies behind the things you do. Everywhere I go, everyday people suffer needlessly. You know, it's time for a change. Stop taking orders from the self that says you're strange. Wash your fears away. Realize it's time to fly. It's possible today. I am the maker, creator, breaker, the mover, shaker of the ground. Changing my story to golden glory. Ain't gonna keep on holding myself down. No. La, 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 now that this secret has been told, there's no excuses left for being less than bold. Take this message, spread it round. Carpe diem, time is now. I am the maker, creator, breaker, the mover, shaker of my ground. Changing my story to golden glory. Ain't gonna keep on holding myself down. No, you are the maker, creator, breaker, the mover, shaker of your ground. Just change your story to golden glory. You just can't keep on holding yourself down.
Dinga Central Shopping Centre, making life a little easier.
Discover why Aldinga Central Shopping Centre, located between South Road and the sea, on the corner of Pridham Boulevard and Aldinga Beach Road, is central for your shopping needs. 35 specialty shops, 2 supermarkets, a servo, a library and McDonald's. With a local smile, quality, selection and easy parking, you'll see how Aldinga Central Shopping Centre will
Making life a little easier.
Tribe sponsor.
91.1 Tribe FM, and just before that sponsorship announcement, we had the maker from James Fox Higgins, and we're lucky enough to have the man on the phone. How are you, mate? Excelente. And I'll just sort of getting you up there. Now, tell us a little bit about your album. How long's it been released?
It's actually not out yet. It comes out on the 1st of February, so you guys have an advance copy there.
Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, look, I tell you what, the musos you're using are fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got a good network of musos around me.
Now, so this is your first solo album, is that right?
It is, yes.
Now, what have you done in the past? Are you still in the same sort of genre, or are you branching to something different?
It's a little bit of a crossover, this album, because I'm
Yep.
And a lot of UK acid jazz stuff I grew up listening to. And my first band, Soul Continuum, was very much in that genre. And although that track that we just played is part of it, the rest of the album sort of moves more into pop and R&B.
That's the horns are very impressive. Is that live horns or is that?
No, actually, most of that track, believe it or not, is me and the computer pairing up, and a lot of sampling and programming. The only instrument on there that's not played by me is the bass guitar.
Right. Oh, that's fantastic. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
And so, how do you spend your time? You're doing this full time?
Yeah, music full time. I'm based in Sydney, and I do a lot of covers gigs around Sydney, the Hilton Hotel, and other venues like that. And earn a crust doing weddings, which is great fun and you know, a good living. And then it gives me lots of time during the week to focus on the original music.
No, okay, that's fantastic. And now the recording we listened to was a recording from Southport up in that's in the Gold Coast, isn't it? Or
yeah, I did record a live album up at the Gold Coast. Yeah, and that was at a gig supporting Stan Walker.
Okay.
A couple of years back.
Awesome. Now you were on The Voice.
I was, yeah, on the first series. I made it as far as the top 120, which meant I got to fly down to Sydney. I was living on the Gold Coast at that time, and they flew me down to Sydney, and I got to do the blind auditions behind the backs of Delta Goodrem and Seal and the likes.
Oh, that's fantastic. And how did you go with that?
I didn't get on a team, unfortunately, but it was a really great experience, and that whole week that I spent in Sydney actually was the impetus for me to move there, which I did 6 months ago.
Now, was Delta gentle on you?
I beg your pardon?
Was Delta gentle with you?
She was lovely. She had some really nice feedback. They all did. They were all very very soft with their letdown. They all had lots of compliments for me, but as they said at the time, they were looking to build a specific kind of team, and at that moment in the show, I just didn't fit with what they were after. Yeah,
right. Now, tell us about your writing. Is it something you work hard on, or?
Yeah, I do. I'm pretty prolific with my writing. I tend to go through periods of really intense writing where I'll write 2 to 3 songs a day for a few weeks and just go nuts with it, and then I'll go quiet for a while and I'll focus on other things. So I'm doing it all myself with my own label and managing all the marketing and that sort of thing myself. So I wear a few different hats, and it's hard to wear more than one at once. But when my songwriting hat is on, it stays on pretty firmly.
Is it easier to stay independent, or you know, is it something you wish for some sort of major distribution deal, or you know, is it pretty much it's a new world, isn't it? Really,
it is a new world, and to be honest, I'm not interested in working with a major label, at least not in the traditional sense, because I think they're living in the old world, and they're wasting a lot of money on aspects of the industry that are fading.
Yep.
And I'm trying to educate myself daily by keeping on top of what's happening in the world of music, and I'm seeing a lot of independent artists gain a lot of great success doing it all their own way, and being at the leading edge, being a little bit experimental with the way that they produce and market their music. So I try to be a student of music marketing as well in that way.
Well, I reckon it's probably a bit of a fallacy that you know there was actually ever money in it on the selling the disc side for the artists anyway. It was always pretty slim pickings for the artists, even with the major labels, really.
Absolutely, and going all the way back through history, it's been the same story, back to the 50s and 60s with artists, you know, on Atlantic Records releasing all the huge R&B hits, including Ray Charles and Bruce Brown and artists like that. Never got paid, really. They made very little money, and it was in the touring that they eventually made a living for themselves. And that's pretty much representative of how the industry is today.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and so you're using the Facebook and stuff as your modality to get your name out there?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the social networks, particularly for me, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram are the ways that I keep in touch with my fan base and sort of have a channel to communicate with them.
Now, we are going to, next song, we haven't got too much time left, so we're going to have to get into it. We are going to play, is it All Worn Down? Is that
No, For All I Know was the next track we're going to play.
Oh, okay. Tell us a little bit about that tune. What's it about?
Well, actually, this song I wrote in the weeks before I came down to Sydney to be on The Voice, and I sort of had in my mind, well, if I do well in the show, it would be great to present them with a song that maybe I could perform later on in the show that tells the story of my career. And basically this one is about coping with disappointment and coping with failure and sort of giving every chance that I have its best shot, even if there's a possibility of failing.
No, it's great, isn't it? When you, as a songwriter, you can take these experiences in your life and create your art out of it. It gives everything purpose, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, I live for it, Marty.
It's awesome. Look, you're so talented, and we really loved having you here on Tribe FM. And if you get over to Adelaide, we're going to have to say you've got to come to our studio. Now, we've got one disc to give away, because one's already gone. So if you want to give us a call on 8556 2967, and you can get yourself a James Fox Higgins disc, Man Overboard, and you will not be disappointed. You're very talented, and thank you very much, James.
Thanks so much, guys.
And we'll see you when you get to Adelaide.
All right, definitely. I'll look forward to it.
All right, mate. Good on you.
Thanks, guys.
I've seen a lot of open doors, and I've put too much faith in them before, and they've been slammed upon my hands for reasons I can't understand.